Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new YouTube video. This is Mo Crypto, and welcome back to the channel. Now guys, today we have a very special video planned for you guys, which is an AMA with AlgoBull NFT. Now this project has been on my radar ever since its inception, but I told the guys behind the project that I don't want to do any kind of video or AMA about the project until I see some kind of positive return for at least a month. And they've been delivering. So it's been 7 weeks now that they've actually been delivering BUSD to all the holders of the NFTs, which is pretty cool. So that's almost 6,000 BUSD airdrop to holders as of September 24th. So it's pretty cool. Now, obviously, the developer is going to be talking to you guys about everything related to the project. We've been going back and forth. We might be doing another AMA planned later on in the next few months. But before starting that AMA, I just want to let you guys know that I'm going to be leaving the links of all the information that's pertinent to this project in the comment section below. There's the light paper on the website. You guys can go through it. It's not a long light paper. It just bullet points over the most important things that are related to the project. And one very important thing as well that I want to let you guys know, that they actually have a marketplace where you can come and trade your NFTs as you see fit. And guys, one last very important point that I forgot to mention is that there's a giveaway planned at the end of this video, so you don't want to miss the end of this AMA. And if you guys have any questions, please make sure to leave them in the comment section below. So guys, today we're here with a brand new project and we have one of the developers here talking to us about the project. So I've been following this project for a little while now, and AlgoBull is been doing quite well. They've been paying out their investors on a weekly basis in BUSD. So that is pretty good, because as you guys know, I've been a big advocate in getting stable returns as opposed to cryptocurrency returns, which are a bit more fluctuating. So I asked Drew here to come on to talk to you guys about how exactly it's working, what exactly it's all about, and how they're able to generate some BUSD returns to every single one of their holders. So Andrew, tell us a little bit about how this works, and tell us a little bit about yourself just to start off the conversation today.
Hi, yeah, thanks for having me, Mo. To start off,
No problem.
The project comes from 5+ years of experience in the cryptocurrency markets, watching how a lot of arbitrage opportunities present themselves in the market, and also how a lot of projects that are launched in the space, how they generally don't do too great when they're arbitrage bots. I'm sure people remember like BitConnect being one of the famous original arbitrage bots. And one of the main problems that a lot of those bots faced was, well, the ones that weren't just downright scams had the issues of figuring out how to have their holders take part in the ecosystem without them being diluted. So we're tackling that problem through NFTs and having the rewards from our algorithm that arbitrages the Bitcoin market. Those rewards are airdropped on a weekly basis to our holders, and we've taken the experience from trading on our team, and we've partnered with multiple coders and software engineers to create the back-end algorithm that takes the process that we were doing manually and does it in a automated approach, so we can take a lot of the stress out of the process, and we can provide currently 7 straight winning weeks of rewards for our holders so far.
Amazing. So 7 weeks. So the project has been working for 7 weeks with years of experience in the back. But so the way that you have been generating revenue on a daily basis, I suppose, is using live traders, or is it something else that's been working in the background?
Yeah, so it's a totally hands-off approach. There's no live trading. The algorithm is placing long and short trades on Bitcoin, and we are managing the algorithm, making sure that the code is functioning properly and there's no glitches or bugs while the code is either being deployed live or is under maintenance. We're just making
Got
sure
it.
that the code is working properly, and
Well,
then all of the actual trading in the markets is done essentially remotely by the algorithm.
got it. So this algorithm, is it a brand new algorithm that you guys have developed recently, or you've had it working for many months prior to that and just now have deployed it to the public?
Yeah, so it took over a year of uh,
Wow.
conceptualizing and kind of mapping out the decision tree for the algorithm, and
Mm-hmm.
then from there we did live test and like did a demo account testing of the algorithm, making sure that it was accurately pulling from the APIs that it needed to, and kind of making sure that everything was functioning. So it's over a year and a half of development to get to this point of actively working on the algorithm itself, and that's in addition to the years of experience it took to have the information to put into that algorithm to begin with.
Gotcha. That's pretty cool. Now, Andrew, what is your background?
So I come from trading the financial markets, both stocks, cryptocurrency, and a little bit of forex.
Mm.
And I also do I launch uh, cryptocurrency projects, and I do cryptocurrency consulting as well. So I am essentially full time in the Web3 space and have been for a while.
Wow. Okay. That's pretty cool. So you've had previous projects launch in the past. I mean, we've talked about a few in the past, in the last few, maybe 6 months. Um, this one is this one is different because this one pays out every single week, right? So how do you guys track exactly how much money is being made and how much each holder is getting on a weekly basis? Because it's been pretty consistent, right? It's pretty consistent around the same kind of payout for every single holder every week.
Yeah, so we have had some past projects. There was the Wojak token. It's a deflationary meme token.
Yeah,
Uh, it started with minimal utility, but then when AlgoBull was available for pre-mint, you could pre-mint the NFTs with AlgoBull, which was a unique, or with Wojak token, pardon me, which
yeah.
was a unique utility for the token. And that token at its all-time high had $100,000 market cap, and we actually have a tie-in in the ecosystem that some of the NFTs are owned by the Wojak deployer wallet, and
Hmm.
those AlgoBull NFTs are used. Their weekly rewards are used to steadily boost the liquidity and the price of the Wojak token. Uh,
Okay.
and then when it comes to tracking the rewards being made for each holder, we essentially have a there's multiple DEX and centralized exchange accounts that we use to place our trades. We use multiple for redundancy and security. And as those trades are being made, essentially each AlgoBull NFT represents 1/1000th of the ecosystem. And as the NFTs are minted, currently 50 have been minted. We have a way of calculating internally how many NFTs have been minted, and then it's uh, the amount of rewards that have been generated, and we divide that and airdrop through a smart contract that automatically divides up. When we make our weekly rewards, we'll send them to the airdropper contract, and that will automatically divide it by each NFT and send them their weekly rewards.
Got it. So the contract itself is the one that's paying out the rewards, and it's not you or somebody on the back end manually doing every single transaction. Because I'm thinking like once you get a lot of NFTs minted, then that's going to be a big hassle for you to do it on a weekly basis.
Yeah, definitely. We have it as a weekly airdrop currently to mitigate gas fees.
Mm-hmm.
We might transfer it to a claim system in the future once all NFTs have been minted, where holders would be able to claim rewards as they're made in real time instead of weekly. However, at its current iteration, the uh, the smart contract is essentially parsing out the deposit to all of our holders as it receives it.
Okay. Okay.
It's also
So
nice for pardon.
go ahead.
It's also nice for the holders. It's nice and convenient. They get an airdrop from the same wallet address every week,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's easy for them to track for their own purposes as well.
Got it. So you said you trade short and long positions in Bitcoin, right? And then you swap that for BUSD at the end of each week before the contract sends it out. Is that what happens?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So as the algorithm scales in and out of its long and short positions, it will accumulate tether, and then
Okay.
those tether tokens are swapped for BUSD and sent to the smart contract for deployment. It's also nice that should there be any problems with BUSD or the Binance Smart Chain in the future, we
Yeah.
have the ability to migrate chains and credit all holders of NFTs on the Binance chain. We could migrate to Arbitrum or Bitcoin ordinals or multiple other uh, layers of redundancy that ensure that should anything happen to Binance, which we chose for its low gas fees,
Yeah.
uh, should anything happen, we will have the ability to survive a potential problem there.
Yeah, that's a very good point, and I was going to bring it up as well because I mean we've been seeing a lot of articles talking about how, I mean, Binance is always in the news right now, right? And a lot of different companies have been talking about BUSD. So I was thinking maybe there might be some potential issues in the future, and if there was an opportunity for you guys to swap for another token, which is pretty cool now that you're mentioning it. Now. I mean, I've been hearing about a lot of projects for a long time, and a lot of them, a lot of them do have algorithms that play in the back end to do some arbitrage. And two of the main questions that come up all the time is why do you think that your algorithm is able to sustainably be paying out rewards for many months while being profitable? That's one thing. And the other thing is how can users who want to track the trades, are they able to see some actual trades happen if they can track it on the blockchain? Is that something that's possible, or is that something that is only available for you developers in the back end, and all the investors can see is just their returns arrive into their wallet on a weekly basis? It's a pretty loaded question, eh?
Yeah, so for the first part of the question, we have the confidence uh, to be able to launch the project in the first place, based on a multi-year track record of similar returns in similar markets. And we currently, with the price of the NFT and the weekly payouts, with only 50 of 1,000 NFTs minted,
Mm-hmm.
it's at around 0.5% of the mint price per day, which isn't a terrible amount of rewards for each holder. And in the current market state, we've been seeing Bitcoin since launch in the past 8 weeks.
Mhm.
It's been moving somewhat slowly in a channel,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
we have multiple different algorithms to deploy in different markets. So right now we're in a side moving market, and we have an algorithm that has been arbitraging those opportunities appropriately. And as the market flips, uh, likely bullish here in the next few months, we'll be able to pivot our strategy rapidly to accommodate the market's conditions in our in our code in the algorithm itself.
Got it. So let's say the price of Bitcoin starts moving quickly in the market. Let's say a lot of swings up, a lot of swings down. Let's say some crazy news comes out of the market and the price of Bitcoin's like dumps on a particular day. How does that affect the algorithm that you guys have?
So let's say there's like a flash crash or some very large market dump
Yeah.
that happens in the span of less than an hour, where it would be there's a large amount of liquidations. The
Hmm.
algorithm is managing both long and short positions, and it will watch as its longs go negative and the overall the shorts will start going positive, obviously, as the price goes down, and the algorithm at the given time might be dispositioned towards longs or shorts. So it might have more longs or shorts opened at a given time based on what was happening in the market before that news that came out that affected this. So in this scenario, let's say it's worst case scenario and the algorithm is heavily dispositioned towards a long position. Let's say it's
Hmm.
70-30
Okay.
longs. The algorithm will rapidly start scaling out of those longs to minimize its losses. And as that happens, the short positions, as the market continues to go down, will reach break even overall quickly. As the algorithm realizes the market trend is continuing
Hmm.
and it's back at break even, it will reevaluate its disposition and begin opening more short positions, some of them at
Wow. Okay.
market price and some of them at limit orders slightly above. That also being said, if the market rebounds too quickly, it will again reevaluate its disposition and evaluate if it's time to correct into long positions and scale out of shorts. So this is all happening at basically every packet of information we're receiving from our API feed. This decision matrix is happening, and we're evaluating through the algorithm how to respond to the level 2 market data that is moving the chart itself.
That's very fascinating. I mean, um, I've been I don't know if it's any similar to this, but I've been dabbling in a lot of EAs in the past on either forex or in cryptocurrency, and sometimes the EA that I was using, the bot, wasn't able to really study the market well enough to know exactly when to take a long and when to take a short. So it becomes very difficult to become profitable. And based off of the last 7 weeks, I guess, that you guys have been paying out rewards to all the investors, it seems to be pretty well managing the market with all the ups and downs that we're getting, which is pretty cool. Now, so what is like the price of an NFT? Like, how does it work exactly? And actually, why did you guys choose NFTs in the first place?
Yeah, so our NFTs are 500 BUSD, and
Okay.
we chose the NFT platform because it separates the funds from the NFT mint from the from the effects of having to create a token, really. Because when you create a token, uh, a good percentage of it has to go towards the liquidity pool to make the token
Yeah.
usable.
Yeah.
And then the price of the token will constantly be fluctuating. So if you have whales in the ecosystem, those whales and their strategy could directly influence your strategy when it comes to holding the token in this case, as opposed to the NFT.
Yeah.
Whereas with the NFT, no holders can be diluted, and there's also a 10% royalty on our native marketplace for the NFTs. Whereas holders are selling the NFTs, it actually is adding more BUSD to the algorithm instead of taking away BUSD from the algorithm, which in the tokenized model, uh, when people sell the token, it
Hmm.
reduces the power of the algorithm. But in this model, the algorithm maintains its deposit while also being able to bring in new holders and have holders who wish to exit the ecosystem be bought out in the secondary market.
That's pretty cool. So whoever buys an NFT today can actually sell it next month if they want to, if they're not satisfied with the kind of returns.
Yes, definitely. They can list it on the market the second they get it for more than they bought it for. There would be nothing stopping them from that.
Gotcha. And what markets can they sell on? Like they can sell on OpenSea and that kind of stuff, or is there a special market?
So, unfortunately, OpenSea does not support the Binance Smart Chain anymore. So, we actually have
Oh,
a native marketplace that can be accessed through our website, and holders there can transact on the Binance Smart Chain, and they will soon be able to transact uh, in addition to the legacy cryptocurrencies, they'll
mm,
be able to transact in the bull token that we will be launching once all NFTs have been minted.
that's pretty awesome. So you're saying the 0.5% you talked about earlier, is that the 0.5% ROI for each NFT holder per day?
It averages to about that. The
Okay.
rewards average to about a 0.5%
Okay. So that's not too
per
bad.
NFT.
It's pretty sustainable. I mean, that's exactly what you would want, right? Just sustainable returns. Because if it's too much, then at that point it becomes very hard to keep up with.
Exactly. We're really trying to look at what the algorithm can sustain for an indefinite period of time, not what would be sustainable for, you know, a period of time. And that's
Yeah,
another thing that will differentiate us in the long run compared to a lot of the legacy projects that have attempted to tackle the project that we're facing here.
that's awesome. Obviously, you guys have Twitter, Telegram, and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna leave everything in the description of the video. Now, tell us a little bit about what you guys have planned for the future. What do you guys envision the project do in the next few months before we end off today's AMA?
Yeah, so our roadmap is as the NFTs are minted, once all 1,000 NFTs are minted,
Hmm.
we will be launching the Bull token, which will be airdropped to all of our holders. And it will be a reflection rewards token that will serve the ecosystem as a native currency.
Okay,
We've already
pretty
deployed
cool.
our native NFT decks that can be found on our website on the marketplace tab. And then for the rest of our ecosystem, we are looking at cross chain compatibility for multi chain integrations, both for security and redundancy, and also for project collaborations.
That's pretty cool. Now, what is the time frame for all of that stuff?
So, our The bull token is dependent on the
The
timeline
minting,
for
yeah.
how the NFTs are minted, and then we're looking at multiple partners for uh, or multiple potential partners for the first partnership for a cross chain or cross project collaboration for the ecosystem.
Hmm.
And we don't want to put a timeline on that. It'll just be when we identify the project or chain that aligns most with what'll be most beneficial for our holders.
Amazing. All right, cool. Now, is there anything else that you would like to cover before we end off the AMA, or we pretty much covered everything?
Yeah, thank you so much, Mo. I did want to mention really quick, we are doing a giveaway. If 15 NFTs are minted within 24 hours of this AMA going live to everyone, one of the people that minted one of those 15 NFTs will receive one free AlgoBull NFT. So that could be a
Hey,
really great opportunity for someone who's thinking about getting into the ecosystem. Well, here's your chance. We've had 7 winning weeks of rewards so far, and we look into the future, and we're projecting even better rewards as more and more NFTs are minted.
hey, that's pretty awesome. 15 NFTs should be pretty simple to get that minted. So anybody watching this, go and mint your NFTs. Obviously, I'm going to leave all the information in the description. 500 BUSD, and you can get some rewards on a weekly basis sustainably in BUSD. So Andrew, thank you so much for joining me today to talk about the project. If hopefully we mint out all 1000 NFTs soon, we're going to have you on the channel again, and we're going to talk about the future of the project.
Awesome. Yeah.
All
Thank
right.
you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you taking the time. And thank you, everyone,
Yep.
for watching.